The word we come back to most often is balance. Imbalance in island ecosystems is extreme. Maui Nui wasn't a aha moment. It was this very slow, gradual realization that management of axis deer had to be done in a different way. I was lucky enough to be mistakenly placed in a dormitory at the University of Hawaii with a bunch of local Hawaiians from the island of Molokai. And that's where I was introduced to axis deer as this incredibly valuable resource that has existed on that island for over 100 years. And so my relationship there with that animal started with like, it's an animal they love, it's an animal that provides food for everybody on island. And I didn't realize there was really any negative impact to that relationship with that animal in that place until I think it was about my 4th or 5th year of college, and we went back and we went to a really dry section of the island. I turned a corner and there was 100 deer laying there dying of essentially malnutrition. And it was this realization that like, wait a second, this can't be how populations are balanced. Like this can't be the answer, that like we do nothing and they just die. That really started for me, well, is there a better way?
I was born and raised here on Maui. My dad was born and raised here, my grandma was born and raised here. You know, we can trace our lineages back, and managing the deer problem allows my family to enjoy the perks of this island for the next centuries to come. You know, if we don't manage the deer problem here, a lot of this is going to go away.
Basically what really kickstarted it for us is 4 deer were illegally introduced to the Big Island. We were successful in finding and removing those animals, and there's very few invasive species projects in Hawaii that actually are successful. It's such an abundant, incredible place with no predators and such extraordinary like soil structures that plant or animal introduced here thrives. We then got phone calls from folks on Maui, and they said, we'll pay you guys to come just kill all these deer. And that was the first phone call to the USDA to say, wait a second, there has to be a better way. Like, why can't we do it this way?
I'm harvest manager for one of the teams. We'll start work anywhere from 10 p.m. to 11:30 p.m. Do a debrief with the team, tell them where we're going, any logistic stuffs that come up, then prep our guns, ammo, all the thermal equipment, all the FLIR stuff, prep all the trucks, all the vehicles, and then we'll roll out usually around 12 to 1 to start shooting. Drive as far as we can and find a bunch of deer, get them harvested, put them on trucks, get them sent back to that mobile slaughter unit as fast as we can.
There's just this constant sense of urgency here that you feel, I'm sure when you guys are like talking to me, but also I guarantee you feel when you work with this team here. Like they understand why they're here and the purpose they have.
Our kohoa, our chant, our like focal point, this is part of the night where like performance starts. And we go from like getting ready to it's time to move. So we're gonna ask 3 questions. What is food? What is work? And what is feeding community? And the answer is heiai, which is nourishment. And that's what nourishes us. And so it's a focal point for us, opportunity for us to look at the next 5 to 6 hours and make some magic happen. Wakau. Bye. E mea haka ai. E mea haka hana. E mea haka hana i kanaka. Let's go.
Shooting, gentlemen. Yeah. Good. At 2 o'clock. Good. 32 meters. Good. The spike. Good. To the left. And that is 165 meters. To the right, there's one more. Good shooting, man. Yeah, we're clear.
The deer impact our islands, our culture, our way of life, all the way from the mountains to the sea, Mauka to Makai, as we say all the time. Whether it's impacting reef, impacting people's livelihoods with ranching, agriculture, just like the importance of being able to have populations that are under control at manageable levels.
My family are all fishermen. With the way it's impacting the water, the ocean, if we can't see in the water because of the erosion, we can't catch fish. We can't feed our kids, we can't feed our elders, and that's something that we still do to this day. Managing the access deer has a lot with me trying to save my culture, essentially.
I'd been working with the state, the Forestry and Wildlife, for about 7 years. I was doing a lot of animal control over there. Always knew, especially from my background in conservation, how much of an issue the deer population was, and heard about Maui Nui Venison and that they were actually doing like landscape scale management of a species, a serious problem species. And I was pretty blown away with the whole mission that he has set up and the goals. They're achievable, and I think it'll take a lot of work, but we can definitely get there.
Breaking news tonight, firefighters on Maui inundated with several destructive and fierce fire crisis unfolding as we speak.
The county confirms several active fires on the island, including a big blaze in Lahaina.
Oh, this one hits home. So after this fires, several days, if not weeks, we had no contact with them. And I thank God that, you know, a lot of them, well, we never lost anyone, but I have family who lost everything.
The fires for us directly impacted 4 employees. Lost everything. Lost houses, cars, everything. I remember standing right here, being able to see the fire in Lahaina, us getting ready to harvest that night, hopefully enough venison for the crazy amount of chefs we had joined up instantly to like try and feed those immediately displaced people the next day. So for 10 days, we harvested every night for the community, and we fought fires every single day. There was this immediate response to what the community needed right now, what was right in front of us.
Basically, after the fires, we kind of went full time into this Holoi program.
Our Holoi program is a program where we donate meat to the communities, but it's anybody that is a resident of Hawaii, any local families. When it first started, it was really amazing. We had the freezers, the generators, and the meat. Because if there's one thing that the boys needed in the process of like clearing things out and rebuilding Lahaina was protein.
Not only are we balancing deer populations, we are protecting native wildlife and plants. We are protecting the watershed, which gives life. And now we're able to sustain life by providing for our community. It's not just our people or our community, it's my family out there.
So for like me to be a part of this, I'm really grateful, you know, like I'm really happy that Jay reached out to me, that Jake made space for me and then gave me this job where I'm able to like go back home to Lahaina because I miss it all the time. Sorry.
There's one thing Jake said after the fires. He said no business should be allowed to operate unless you're directly contributing to those who were affected by the fires. And I'm like, I'm all in. Tell me what I gotta do, Jake. Jay, my team, I'm all for it. I don't care how long it takes. We'll process as many deer as we need to feed our community.
Across our paeaina, like across all of Hawaii, everybody was just like sitting in shock, being like, how can I help? And in a matter of moments, we were like, oh, we know how to help. I believe our Maui Nui teams get more from the Whole Hawaii program than our community does in Venison. Because it's given us clear purpose in how to support immediately after the fires and indefinitely.
To know like how much this helps out our community, it makes me really happy to hear that we were able to donate over 150,000 pounds of meat. And counting, because we're not done.
How was your trip? Nice. Junior, everybody bright-eyed, bushy-tail?
We all came here for different reasons.
Hey, what's up, partner?
But now, after working here,
Oh, Mikey, how you, bro?
we all understand what's at stake. Having that common cause motivates all of us to do what we do. And we're all local boys, we're all from here. We're all fishermen, we're all hunters, we're all farmers. The axis deer have a negative impact on us if they're not managed, and everybody understands that. But we're all so close because, in simple terms, that's the Hawaiian way. You know, you work with someone for so long that they're not your friends anymore, they become your family. We're all intertwined, maybe not by blood, but by what we're trying to accomplish.